Regular City Council meeting of July 2nd, 2018 in order. Let's please stand and pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Approval of the agenda. Approve the agenda as posted in accordance with the open meeting law and here and place all agenda items on the table for discussion. What's the wish of the council?
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Knopfler, second by Mayor Zilka, to approve the agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes, special work session of June 18, 2018, and the regular meeting of June 18, 2018. What is the wish of the council?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Hanson, second by Councilmember Gushik to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the bills, checks number 98752 through 98838, totaling $249,681.46. What's the wish of the council?
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Liljegren, second by Councilmember Lundberg to approve the bills. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. No awards. Consent agenda, audit, the 2017 audit receive, application to conduct excluded bingo, American Legion Auxiliary Unit 46, Morrison County Fair, approve. Application for exempt permit, Morrison County Ducks Unlimited, Little Falls Country Club, raffle, approve. Economic Development Authority minutes, June 2018 receive. Out-of-state travel, Police Department, approve. Recycling report, April 2018 receive. School liaison officer agreement, Independent School District 482, approve. Special pension trust fund, financial statement, Little Falls Fire Relief Association receive. Temporary roadway, sidewalk and sidewalk display or promotion permit, Bonjo's sale, approve. Waiver of liability limits, League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust, deny. Water treatment report, May 2018 receive. What is the wish of the council?
I make motion to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Got a motion by Mayor Zilka, second by Councilmember Gushik to approve the consent. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Old business, ordinance number 10, 7 series, amend City Chapter Code 11, floodplain management, introduced on 6/4. What is the wish of the council?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number 10.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Hanson, second by Councilmember Lundberg to approve ordinance number 10. Any discussion? Hearing none, ordinance, call a roll, please.
Gushik,
Yes.
Lundberg,
Yes.
Zilka,
Yes.
Hanfler,
Yes.
Liljegren, Knopfler,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
carries.
Ordinance number 10A, 7 series summary publication of ordinance number 10, floodplain management updates, introduced on 6/18. Adopt.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Knopfler, second by Councilmember Hanson to adopt ordinance number 10A. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ordinance, call a roll, please.
Lundberg,
Yes.
Zilka,
Yes.
Hanfler,
Yes.
Liljegren, Knopfler,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Gushik,
Yes.
carries.
New business, resolution 2018-34, establish garbage bag fee. John?
Yes, one item we didn't account for when we were establishing that bag fee was that we actually have to pay a solid waste tax on the sale of those garbage bags, the excess garbage bags, and it's 9.75%. So on the $3 that we collect in that bag fee, we're paying the tax rate out of that $3. So it's really, shortfalling us what we're expected to receive and what we're expected to pay to the haulers for what they've agreed to in the contract for the collection of that fee. So this would be simply to amend the resolution to state that the $3 would be also includes sales tax on top of it, so $3 plus sales tax. We've changed that in a number of different ordinances where a sales tax or solid waste tax has to be charged on that item. So I think it comes out to being 29 cents, somewhere around there.
What's the wish of the council?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilmember Gushek, second by Councilmember Hanson, to approve Resolution 2018-34. Discussion?
How many times are we going to raise the rates on the trash?
Well, you're raising the rates, we're collecting the sales tax, so we got to pay.
Yeah,
I know, but now the people have to pay more. I mean, it seems like,
No, they're paying $3. They're paying sales tax like we got to pay. So either the city eats it and pays it, or we
so
collect it from the
it's
person
either
that's
the
using
city's
it.
paying it or the end user is paying it. Because we're the end seller of the bag, we have to collect the tax. So if
so we're not collecting it. So
we hadn't been collecting it in addition to the $3.
So now they're going to pay 29 cents more per bag. So garbage rates are going up.
Nope, they're paying $3 a bag. They're paying sales tax.
They're paying the solid waste
Solid
tax
waste
that we're
tax
paying
of
to the
29
state.
cents.
I know, but they
that's-
have to pay more for the bag. They've been paying $3. Now they're going to pay $3.29.
But that's only-
It should have been, we should have recognized this initially, and we should have been charging that $3 plus the solid waste tax on top of it.
So actually, it was our mistake. I mean, it's our mistake.
We've
that we
been, we've been shortchanging ourselves by paying that for them. Since they're the end user, we have the ability to charge them the tax for that. We haven't been accounting the price. So the price should state $3 plus tax. We hadn't been collecting that plus tax.
So really, in
on top of
effect,
the
you were
$3.
selling garbage bags for around $2.75.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
The net end price to that user was $3. However, we've been paying that sales tax for them, so it's not revenue that we've been collecting and should have been sending that 29 cents on top of the $3 we're collecting.
So was this a request of the haulers, or did we?
It was brought up in a discussion with the haulers, and we realized that there was an error on our part that we had been failing to collect that tax on top of the $3.
Well, in a way, I agree with Raquel, because everything has been the garbage haulers' way from the start, with the 10 years, with this, everything. It seems like every time they squeak, we take care of it, and I understand the concept of it, and it makes sense, but I've continued to hear complaints, and the complaints are driven by, I'm not going to name any names, but it's been really consistent. And there's one hauler where there's been minimal complaints. Has anybody gotten a notice that they might potentially be fined? Are we tracking this? Or, when I'm hearing that one of the haulers has numerous complaints, has there been any repercussions other than another 29 cents? That's my concern is, I don't think their main goal is to represent the city and make us look great in this deal from the start. And frankly, I'm not happy with things consistently going their way.
So let me ask you this. When we sat in negotiations, what do we agree to pay the haulers per bag?
$3,
Okay,
so we're paying them.
right, we are, but the 29 cents we're paying.
Somebody
eating
says
for
to
the-
me they're going to sell me a truck for $35,000.
Plus tax, right?
That's not what they tell me. They tell me the truck's $35,000.
Plus TTT, tax,
Yeah.
title, and license. That's the same thing we're doing here.
And if
So it's your hidden fees,
I
however you want to
disagree.
look at it.
I disagree.
we pay that tax, continue paying it, it's still coming out of the constituents. It's
Right.
their money, so this is just cleaning it up on the top.
I understand that. Once again, if we said, we could say, okay, it's $2.76 or whatever and 24 cents tax. It's the principle of the thing. I understand the issue and it makes sense. I'm not happy with a lot of things that have gone on with this. So I had a chance to make my point. I'm done. I'm better now.
Well, and this haulers were offered, we were going to pay the tipping fees, and they said, no, you don't have to do that. But then they came back and, we want you to pay the tipping fees. So we already raised the rates on the trash once. And now we're going to raise them another 29 cents. I just, to me, it's just not.
Don't use a bag.
Again, this is
Right.
just on a garbage bag, only on the excess garbage that's
I know,
getting
it's
put into a
still
bag.
29 cents more.
Just out of curiosity, how many bags are you selling in a week, roughly?
In a week. Honestly, it varies a lot. Just this month, in the last 3 months, we've probably sold, I want to say 250 bags in 3 months.
That's-
But, you have people that will come in and buy several bags, and then it'll last them as long as they're here. They're going to buy 3 or 5 bags, and they're going to use one now, one at Thanksgiving and one at Christmas. It just prevents them from having to come in and get another bag. And then you occasionally have people that will, just moved, clean their house, whatever, something happens, and they need a couple extra bags, so just depends.
Either way, we're talking somewhere in the neighborhood of, at that pace, $225 a year.
I think the city should just eat it. I really do.
I absolutely don't think so.
I don't
Why should I
either.
pay for somebody else's trash?
Because you told them this is how much we're going to charge you, and now we're changing our mind again. I don't think it's fair to the constituents to tell them, we're going to charge you this much, and then 6 months later go in and say, oh, whoops, we're going to charge you this much, and then 6 months later go in again and say, oh, whoops, now we're going to charge you even more. That's not right.
So everybody else in this community should pay for it.
So everybody should pay your sales tax? You ain't for this, what's going to happen when you have cent
I
sales
just
tax? You
think
going to be in favor of
that
that?
this
Or that should
whole
be something the
trash
city should eat?
thing has been unfair to the constituents in this, or to this
So
people who
John,
live in
is this the
town.
city's fault or is this the hauler's fault?
I admit this is the city's fault.
There you have it.
Our agreement with the haulers was $3 a bag. What we're collecting and what we have to pay for that bag, there's the solid waste tax, the city has had to swallow that cost.
Is there any other contracts or fees that we're in where we require them to pay the tax on it?
Not that I know of.
Exactly what I thought.
Not yet.
And I don't see why it's fair for all the constituents in town to pay for, if we have 250 bags sold in 3 months, what do we have, 100 people that are using them? So 7,000 people pay the tax for 100 people?
They don't have to, we could just give them the $3, which would be $274 plus tax.
Yep.
They don't have to buy a bag if they don't like the extra 29 cents. They can take it to the
And you're going to have
landfill.
people dumping trailers full of trash out by the water tower.
Well, they ain't gonna fit that trailer load of trash in a bag anyway.
I think we got our points across.
Okay, I'm done.
Me too.
Any other comments?
Are all the haulers know about it then? I mean, you met with all of them?
What's there to meet with?
Well,
Well, they're getting their $3, so they could be none the wiser.
how did this come about? You brought this up?
No, this
29
came up
cents?
in a discussion with one of the haulers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because they're short paid.
Yeah, that's
So the other one wasn't short paid. The one that you guys are paying the $3 to the bag, so why should the one have to pay the tax and the other one not?
I would say it's all 3 haulers. Difference with one hauler and the other pay.
Exactly, when one's not and two are.
Why is that?
Yeah?
Why is that?
Because one buys the bags and the other one don't, right? The one reimbursed, we buy the bags for $3 a bag. And the other one gets reimbursed because we bought out their bags as
Bought
part
out
of the
their
deal.
bag inventory.
So we pay them as they use them.
Was there 2 of them we got bags for and the other one we don't? Or how is it?
We have all of the bags here. 2 of the haulers, because originally with the bag system, they had a surplus or excess supply of bags because that's how the system was built. So we had 10,000 units from each of the haulers that they didn't want to sit on as inventory that's specifically marked, for our users. They don't have hardly any other system use for those bags. They have very, very little use. So we bought the inventory from them, and then
Nice of us. I mean, they
we
ordered up a,
we take out, we deduct
stockpile.
the cost of that bag out of the $3 that we pay back to them. But their sales solid waste tax that we have to pay on that. So we're then swallowing the other 27 or 28 cents or whatever it is of the net $3 that we should have been, we have the right to charge to the end user. The other hauler, because we didn't buy a supply of the bags from them, because that's not how they all used in the system, so the new addition to the system, we buy their bags directly for them for $3 a piece. They're buying the individual bags and they're paying for the individual bags, but they get $3 for that bag. So they're eating they get $3 less the cost of the bag.
At the end of the day, all three haulers will be treated the same, whether,
At the end of the day, all three haulers
they're all
are
gonna
getting
end up
$3 per
getting
bag.
$3 a
less,
bag.
And then it depends on them, the less, because we have the inventory that we paid for, we're taking out the cost in the price that they're getting back. The other one, they've already paid that cost. They have the inventory that then they sell to us. So then that's their cost that they have internally.
I'm going to muddy it even more. Did we pay wholesale or retail to them? Did we pay what they paid?
We-
Wholesale.
We paid what they paid.
We have their
And they-
invoice,
Yes, we have
yes.
invoices directly invoiced from what it was.
so we're sitting on somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 trash bags?
Yes.
10,000 bags or 10,000 bags of bags?
Probably 10,000 individual units of bags.
So at the rate we're using them, just a side note here.
Yes.
We probably shouldn't be giving people static if they put out a bag more than 2 weeks, right? I think we need to encourage using these things to not sit on a big inventory.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, resolution, call the roll, please.
Zilka,
Yes.
Hanfler,
Yes.
Oldjegren,
Yes.
Knopfler,
Yes.
Hanson,
No.
Gushik,
Yes.
Lundberg,
No.
carries.
Any announcements? Hearing none, we will adjourn.